All right, finally. Jeez. Okay, we got it. All right, I'm gonna send it to Roy, and hopefully he responds. All right, here we go. We got Houston. You're in a not very good spot here. Sorry, I can now commentate for once. Sorry I'm a little bit late to the game, but better late than never. Apparently the streamer didn't bother showing, or the original streamer didn't bother showing up, so I have to take over for him, and I'm definitely uh not missing the stream on two undefeated teams. But oh, I have seen Houston play at all this season? I don't think I have ever. That's surprising. Maybe I have like once, but I don't think I've done it in a long, long time. But either way, though, GYG going past in the midfold, nearly caught though, but fortunately for Houston, it was popped. So far, Jacksonville has been playing a pretty stingy on defense, not giving up anything for free. Uh, well, except for maybe that one, but Houston kind of gave up on that before Jacksonville did. So guess that's how it is. And oh, okay, so that Jacksonville is able to get a stop on it, but it will not prevent them from punting. So they will go for it on a 4th and 6, but will they be able to stop them? GYG backed up all the way. I don't know if he has much time. Offensive line able to give him a bit more breathing room, but are they going to be able to get it? Yes, he will. A dive. KJ, boy, the dive of a lifetime. Just barely able to save it. I mean, that's what we expect from Houston, man. Just the massive clutch factor that they have in those kind of situations. I'm kind of making that up. I don't know how clutch they actually are, but I mean, they're 6-0, so it's got to mean something, though, right? But either way, uh-oh, there's someone wide open down the field, and it's Noxter. Did Noxter switch teams? Because I remember he was originally on the Ravens. Hold on. Is Noxter a free agent? I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know. Who knows? I don't see him on the Ravens. I also don't see him on the Texans either. He's probably a free agent if I had to guess, but I'm not entirely sure. No, no, he's a free agent as far as I know. So yeah, he's legal. Okay. Knoxter's a walk-on. Okay. He's on he's on the Pats. Huh? I don't know why I can't see YouTube chat messages. It says like he signed with them, but he doesn't have the role. So, like, he probably demanded at some point. I don't know. But I don't see the Patriots roll on him, so yeah, he's legal. But either way, though, RCMXY, rolling right here. I mean, it seems that RCMXY is his Jacksonville defense or Jacksonville offense is struggling quite a bit here, and it's going to be a 4th and 3. And here we go. Jacksonville needs to find a way to get a score here. That's their only chance of coming back into this game. And they do find it with FWKB on the walk. A very massive 4th down conversion for Jacksonville, but let's see if they can find a way to score here. They only need to get 5 yards. And they're free to do whatever they can as long as it's legal, mind you. Okay, RCMXY getting chased down by both defensive ends. And it's going to be incomplete right there. All right, so that's 1 down gone for Jacksonville, but let's see if maybe they can have better luck on the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th down. They're definitely going to need it. Here we go. RCMXY backed up again by these Houston defensive ends. Offensive line ain't providing much here. And it's going to be incomplete again, just overthrown. I need to work on my chat box, though, a little bit, because I can barely see it at times, because it's so bright. But either way, though, RCMXY. Here we go, and it's going to be... Oh, intercepted by GYG. It happened so quickly. I didn't know it was an interception until I saw it. But yeah, just the defensive end of Houston just completely pressuring, just applying the pressure onto MXY and just making a throw he probably didn't want to make. So this is very good aggressive play from this Houston defensive ends. And Knoxter going to be the one to get the LS. I don't really know if that was intentional, but... And here we go, GYG looking around, and he's going to find underappreciated wide open. Doesn't quite get the touchdown. The deep able to find him right on time before the score. Again, very clutch on that Jacksonville defense, but I mean, Houston is still in a very, very good position nonetheless. And here we go, GYG trying to find pressure on him. It seems that they're not getting the same level of pressure as Houston is. And just like that, another touchdown by Will Pebble Rebler? Reber? It's a real long name to pronounce. I'm just gonna call him Will. That's probably Flood, isn't it? And so far, this has just been a complete this has just been an absolute domination or annihilation from Houston. And unfortunately, Jacksonville is just on the receiving end of it. Hold on one sec. Here we go, RCMXY getting backed up again. He has a couple options to... And here we go, RCMXY in very good position. Wallow going to be the one to get the handoff, but not going to get it, though. He's just looking around, seeing what he can find. Will they try the handoff again? No, they will not. So it seems that he didn't seem to like the look. So RCMXY going to get sacked on the flank again by the Houston defensive ends. They're just getting to RCMXY so quickly. And that's what I've been talking about. They are playing the defensive end side very, very optimally compared to everyone else. And I'm probably going to have to do a video breaking it down, Houston's defensive ends. because I really like how they're playing specifically. Because I'm kind of a pro defensive end myself. I'm probably like one of the better ones. Like even with how little I've played in the league, I was always like one of the better defensive ends, like game sense wise, but maybe not stat wise. But I kind of know how to play it optimally, where I'm just really comfortable with playing it. Mostly, I think UF mostly just kind of helped with that. But either way, though, GYG won't just give it to KJ Boy on the check down, and he's gonna easily get a first down there. That looked a little too easy, but hey, a first down is a first down regardless. Well, let's see if GYG can do something about. Oh, intercepted by Tavion. Okay, so Jacksonville not going down just yet, though. Not going down without a fight. Able to bait the fold. Very huge play there by Tavion, but let's see if. I don't know if the defense is the thing that's struggling, though, as much as the offense is, because they have just not really been doing well getting to the end zone and scoring. I mean, that's just kind of unfortunate, but again, maybe they can try to find a way to get the momentum swinging back in their favor here. DPT Mag going to find the fold on the right side. And like, I mean, if I were Jacksonville right now, I would try to play it a bit slow. I wouldn't rush it too far. You know, you got a minute. You probably don't want Jacksonville to have the ball again before scoring. Okay. Like Jacksonville, I mean, I feel like they're rushing it too fast. They need to just take a breath and just think about it. Because right now it's a 3rd and 15. Like, you can waste as much play clock as you want. It doesn't matter. Like, the clock's not running, so you don't have to worry about milking. No situations. And okay, now you're pressured all the way back. Again, the defensive ends of Houston just applying so much pressure. And, oh, okay, it looks like it's going to be a toss-up. But will Jacksonville get it? Yes, they will. Mr. Color, 33. And there you go. There's Jacksonville's first score of the game. And hopefully this could be a sign of a comeback for them. Potentially a sign of life. Again, very much needed for Jacksonville this game. But again, it is still a very comfortable lead for Houston, and they do have a lot of room for error because of it. So it is going to take a lot. And even then, they do have the second half they can play, or the final seconds of the second quarter they can play around with. They don't have to score immediately. They're under no pressure of doing so. Because even if they don't score here, as long as they can hold Jacksonville to 10 points, they don't have to worry about any double dipping if they get the ball first, or if they get the ball the second half. Okay, and underappreciated, going to get the fold on the left side. And here we go. Houston's definitely playing it very smart and patient, just not giving up anything for free here. Looking for the fold on the right side, but the wide receiver couldn't jump in time. I mean, if I were Jacksonville, any second wasted, as long as they don't give anything up for free, they should be fine. But even then, again, there's not very much pressure on GYG right now. It was only one defensive end because one of them backed off. So it gives him a free lane almost easily. And here we go, GYG with just a bunch of time, but I think he wasted a little too much. But unfortunately, that ended up being just perfect for them because I forgot. I don't know what his name was. He just disappeared. But Houston able to catch it. And again, thanks to that. Sorry about that. But it is halftime, though. But either way, though, Houston. Here we go. And Mega Ball's going to be the one to get it in for the touchback. So Houston will be able to double dip. So again, this is looking really, really good for Houston since they have the advantage and a 23-point lead. So again, a lot. So again, they have a ton of room for error here if things go south. But right now, Jacksonville just hasn't seemed to really get anything off the ground. And Jacksonville defensive ends just struggling to get any pressure on him. Or any meaningful pressure. I don't really think that's grounding. That's more of just overthrown, but it's whatever. And underappreciated, gonna get the walk. I might try to break it down, but the problem with the Jacksonville defensive ends, they're lined up too inside. Like, what ground are you covering if you're inside the hashes? Like, if you're running down the middle, like, I guess, but you have an MLB there. Or at least I think you have an MLB. Do you just secretly have 7? Intercepted by Tavion, though. Okay. Like, you should still have 8. Well, like, running up the middle isn't super common, and you don't have to be, like, crazy outside, but... I mean, look at Houston defensive ends. Like, yeah, this is where, like, they should be, like, optimally positioned around. Where even if he runs in, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, because Houston just able to find the room, and Tavion going to get about 9 yards on that play. And that's why Houston has just had so much pressure on RC MXY. You know, and obviously the offensive line is, you know, having a hard time because, like, it's hard to block more than one person. But Mr. Color 33, completely wide open, trying to hurdle. I've seen a hurdle a couple times in league games, so it is interesting to see what happens. I don't really feel like wide receiver needed a buff, though, but that's just me. But so far, though, RCMXY just backed up again, pressured by this Houston defense, and RCMXY. And here we go. RCMXY with a bit of breathing room, thankfully. And oh, NLA Noob had the catch, but was popped. I mean, I don't really know how that was popped. I felt like that pop came, like, incredibly late. Like, he was, like, on the ground running and everything. And then it was just nah. RCMXY, here we go. And it's going to be a catch, and FWKB finding a way to get a touchdown again. Again, very good for FWKB there. And somehow things are looking pretty okay for Jacksonville so far. They're able to ride the momentum after that unlucky toss-up grab. But again, let's see if they can do anything here. Here we go, GYG getting backed up again. As not very much pressure right now, but it will end up coming to a close, and they're just going to check it down to KJ Boy. He's going to get a pretty good amount of yardage on that play, thanks to the dive. Actually, even without it, it's still an extremely good amount of time. But either way, though, GYG looking around, it's going to be a catch to Will Pebble. Will Pebble. Here we go, GYG with the perfect position to score here, and they're gonna do that with underappreciated. Seems that the Jacksonville defender was a little bit too early on the jump on that throw. And unfortunately, that's just gonna cost a touchdown right there. I mean, then again, I might have been just a really good pass, even if he didn't jump late. But who knows? For now, it's going to be a touchdown, and just like that, Houston still holding on to that 23-point lead. And here we go, RCMXY looking around very. I don't really know what you do if you're Jacksonville this game. I'd say just keep scoring on offense, and hopefully Houston can screw up a couple more times. That's kind of all you can really do. And oh no, RCMXY getting sacked for a safety. Again, just the pressure once again from RCMXY. I mean, again, it's just a defensive end gap right now at the moment. I mean, both of these players are, oh, it's a fumble. Okay, well, it ended up being Houston barely able to save it on that play. I thought a fumble was gonna, like, that would have put Jacksonville at a huge advantage there, but I guess we'll see what happens. Like there was a little more than 3 players in the hashes on that play. Just saying. But my real boy. I feel like I've seen that guy more than once, but either way, and it seems that he's found a way to escape all of the Jacksonville defense at the moment. Will he get there? No. Okay, it's gonna be a fumble though, but again, KJ Boy gonna be the one to recover it. So Houston will still have the ball once again, but 2 fumbles is certainly something though. GYG just gonna be moving around, and El Anexito and GYG going to be looking around again. And here we go, GYG having plenty of time here. And here we go, GYG. Okay, was looking for a pass on the outside, but couldn't seem to. Nobody home, it seems. GYG looking pretty solid here so far. And here we go. Going to be intercepted by LNLA Noob. That is a huge play there from Jacksonville. One that they desperately needed if they want any chance to come back into this game. And there you go. Jacksonville, hopefully with a chance to just give them one step closer to coming back in this game if possible. Right now, things are not looking too pretty for them, but Tavion gonna dive and get 11 yards on that play. I mean, Jags have a super easy schedule. I mean, that's fair, but still, that's still pretty wild how it's been all Houston so far this game for the most part. And Mr. Color able to find a way to get the first down on that play, and with less than a minute remaining in the third quarter, Jacksonville needs to find a way to do something. And here we go, Tavion going to get the 8 yards on the check down. And here we go. This is RCMXY. And here we go. Let's see what he goes for here. With seconds remaining in the third. I don't know if that's a smart throw. FWKB, though, Abe's able to find a way to catch it anyways. So far, things are looking pretty okay for Jacksonville this on offense so far. NLA Noob going to be the one to get the pass there. And here we go with potentially potentially the final play in the third quarter. Okay, this will be the final play of the third quarter. Don't pay attention to the clock. It's bugged. But this will be the final play of the third quarter. And it's going to be to DPT Wallow. That the handoff did not really seem to do anything there. It seemed that he dived a little too early there, but here we go. RCMXY. Go RCMXY. Going to be pressured a little bit here, but is able to find NLA Noob wide open in the middle. And that's another score once again for Jacksonville. Okay. Okay, so RCMXY can go for two on the 2-point conversion, and it will be an onside kick declared for Jacksonville, so it seems they're not going to go for a 4th and 25 at the moment. But they do recover the onside kick, so FWKB going to give Jacksonville another chance to score here. And RCMXY going to be looking around again. And here we go, RCMXY. Gonna be backed up quite a bit here. And oh my goodness, that might be intentional grounding. I don't really know who he was throwing to. Either way, though, MXY going to get a 7-yard gain. Maybe 8. And here we go. RCMXY looking really good right now. So far, so good. And here we go. RCMXY looking around. Trying to find something here. Can we find it, though? RCMXY going to try to find the fold on the right side of DPT Matt. And he's going to juke and jive, or juke around to get a 32-yard gain. And here we go. With a chance to win this game. Or, well, I wouldn't say win this game, but they could be one step closer. And here we go. RCMXY missing the LOS, unfortunately, just a little bit above his head. Here we go. RCMXY has plenty of time to throw. Again, the defensive ends of Houston giving him a bit of time. Oh, okay, one of them's applying a bit of the pressure, though. Now they're applying quite a bit of it. He's getting a little bit too much time on this play. Will they sack him? Yes, they will. And that's going to set him back a ton here. Oh, man, that is really bad for Jacksonville. That is not good. That is not good at all. Now they're rushing 3, and it looks like they're going to be tossing it deep. It's going to be a 3v2, though, not in Jacksonville's favor. Oh, and this is where things get a little interesting. I feel like if you're 4th and goal, you have to toss it up here. But how many will they rush? It seems that they're going to rush 3. It seems they're going to rush 3 quite a bit here. Oh, but it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That is not what you want if you're Jacksonville. That just gives the quarterback less space to work with. And just like, uh-oh, they're rushing 4. They're not rushing 3. And I think he just overthrew it. I think he took a little. I think he threw it a little too fast, and that's gonna be turnover on downs. And here we go, GYG. I mean, right now he's just looking to secure this win right now, and right now their chances of it are looking pretty high at the moment. And here we go, RCMXY at a massive disadvantage here. Thankfully, they were able to stop Houston to a field goal, but again, they're gonna need 22 points in a dream. Unfortunately, Will going to completely deny any chance of a comeback with that interception. I mean, I guess there's still technically time left, but Houston is not in any rush to score here. And here we go. This game is looking to come to a close here at the moment, especially if Houston scores here. And there you go, just like that. That is a touchdown to underappreciated. And just like that, this game might be over before it's actually over. I'll be right back for a moment. But right now, this is not looking good for Miami or for Jacksonville right now. Sorry about that. I am back, guys. Now with this game slowly coming to a close. With 10 seconds left, what will Jacksonville choose to do? Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be much you can do. And here we go. It looks like this game's going to be over with a sack. Oh, and here's the stats, guys. Here you go. All right. There you go. Game is over just off of that. Nothing else I can really say. Here we go. And that's it. Well, thank you guys for watching, though. And I will see you guys next time. Wahoo!